Christopher dropped a video on me.
And the other day, he decided to make a story time about me and make me look like the complete bad guy, which was wrong about some beef that happened last year.
I guess if I could take anything out of this scenario, if I could speak for that video at all, the reason I made it, I mean, really there's only one reason. There's only one reason, and it's clear.
He decided to fire back with another video on me, so today we're going to be reacting to it and once again giving my points as to why he's wrong. So let's go ahead and get right into it.
Christopher, if you want me to take that video down, I will. I did not mean to make you look like a bad guy. I'm not going to say that you're wrong for thinking I did, which, I kind of thought that at first, but I'll go ahead and say, if you think that I was trying to make you look like a bad guy, that's your own opinion. That was not my intention, and I am sorry if I made you look like a bad guy. I will take the video down as long as you do not make another one, but if you make another video about me, that proves that you're completely in it for the video content. And like I said at the beginning of the video, my intent was not to make you look bad. If my intent was to make you look bad, I wouldn't have said that you apologized. I wouldn't have mentioned any of that. In fact, I could have made it way worse because there's so many bad things you've done over these past couple years that I could have brought up, but I didn't. And I'm not going to unless it absolutely comes to it. I thought a real friend would be better than that.
What we do here is go back.
Show you the new whip, the new kryptonite, so... Hey, pretty much we're gonna do that? Big dog.
Guys, welcome to the first episode of Content Cop. Today we are going to be going after WailfulCoast. I gave him an offer, he declined it. So here we are today. We're going to be finishing this up once and for all. This will be my last video kind of attacking him on this subject. I don't know if this is going to be patched, I don't know, but I've given him multiple warnings, I've given him multiple chances, and it didn't work. So I guess now here we are, we're fixing to go in and we're fixing to tear them apart. So according to Chris, usually you can't have editing mistakes in your videos because every time I've had an editing mistake in my video, he's gone through and he has completely torn me apart for it. Or at least that's what he thinks. So every time, and I mean every time I made a video on this subject, he will go in there and he will find the tiniest mistake because that's the only way he can win an argument. He will go in there and he will find that mistake and he will show it. And he'll spend a good bit talking about it. So Chris, there should be no editing mistakes in any video, right? No mistakes. The video has to be perfect. There's two things about this, right? The first thing is that you may not want mistakes because this is your job. I do this for fun. Now, that would be one thing if you just didn't want mistakes and your videos were fine. But the thing is, you have mistakes in your videos too. And these aren't even all your mistakes I'm about to show, but here are just a few mistakes that you have made in your time on YouTube.
I try to keep this channel, and it's some stuff starts through September 19th. This is actually also my birthday. They did know already some.
And I already know Chris is going to come out on his response, and he's going to tell all of his fans that, well, he's being a hypocrite because he has mistakes in his videos. My argument is not that you shouldn't have mistakes in your videos. My argument is the fact that you get on and roast me in your video about having mistakes when you have them yourself. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with having mistakes in your videos. It happens, especially if you do it for fun like me and a lot of other YouTubers. But if you're a professional YouTuber, or at least you think so, and this is your job, this is what you want to grow up to be, usually you should have less mistakes. And you shouldn't get on to other YouTubers for having mistakes in their videos when you have them as well. On the topic of mistakes, in his video, his most recent video responding to the subject at the time this video has been made, he says that I made one of the points in his video of him being creative, and I showed a video of him in one of his annoying people in public videos throwing a ball into a stranger's cart. And he said that that video was privatized and that it was from 2 years ago. Keep in mind, privatized from 2 years ago, and that it's not up on his channel. And I went through before. The weird thing is that video is still up on his channel, and I have proof right here.
Everybody, it is your second favorite bench warmer here, back again with another video, and today I'm just filming this
So you can't really, there's nothing you can do about it, Chris, because you're wrong. That was a wrong point. You acted like the video was privatized when it's not. And I know you'll probably go through and you'll privatize the video, but I beat you to it, Chris. I beat you to it. Also, Chris fails to mention in his video that I made an offer in my last video because he doesn't want to seem like he is using this for views. Christopher, I gave you an offer, but you're not going to show that in your video. You didn't. You did not show that in your video because you want a reason to keep making videos about this. He also says that he has ideas in his notes that he could make until July. And clearly, you don't really need those because you're doing this now. Clearly, you think that using my name would be the best thing. And you say that I shouldn't make story times about past events. That I'm just bringing it up again by making story times about past events. You did the same thing. You didn't even tell me about it. You never told me about it. I didn't know about that video until I woke up one morning and it was up on your channel. But Barrett, you didn't tell me about the video you uploaded either. Because you didn't tell me about the one that you uploaded 5 months previous. So you can't act like you shouldn't make videos on past subjects. If I wasn't over it, I wouldn't have made a story time about it. But you failed to mention that in your video. Also, you always talk about how I shouldn't have brought it up. And that I was wrong for being mad at you in March. So I'm wrong for being mad about you for past events. But aren't you doing the same thing if you're getting mad at me for me getting mad at you in March? So isn't that kind of hypocritical, Chris?
They're soft, smooth, delicate. I have a connection with them. Intellectually, I know that balloons are not alive. But sometimes I wonder if it's my love for them that brings them to life.
So this guy just talked about his love for balloons. Who has a love for balloons except this crazy 60-year-old crackhead over here? Who besides that has an obsession for balloons? I don't get this. And he says, maybe I know they're not real, but maybe my love for them makes them real. What? Nothing makes a balloon real. I'm sorry, but they're just a little bit of helium and some oxygen and some other scientific chemicals that are mixed in balloons, and that's it. No, nothing but this love stuff that you're coming up with is there. I'm sorry, but that's just the truth.
Really? You don't say. Because for a second, we were all thinking that love for balloons is actually a real thing. Maybe consider that the reason he's on the show is because of this addiction. It's not like nobody's trying to help him and that you're making groundbreaking information by telling him the love isn't real. That's the reason he's on My Strange Addiction. They're trying to help him, but you don't realize that because you want to be funny to your audience. Also, you gotta love the joke he throws in there.
Who has a love for balloons except this crazy 60-year-old crackhead over here?
Wow, dude, you're really funny. You got us all laughing. He called him a crackhead. Oh, dude, you're so funny. And I already know he's gonna respond to that little segment right there with, "Oh, I'm glad you laughed at it. At least I've got somebody laughing at my videos." No, it's pretty obvious. He wants any kind of edge on me he can get. When really any edge he can get at this point is gonna make him look dumb because I already know all of his responses.
Don't make me play the meme in the next video if I have to make a part 2 of you Get Some Help. I may very well be making a part 2 of this guy, because this is just retarded. This is literally crazy.
Oh no, don't make him play the meme, not the meme!
Today was the 1-year anniversary, September 19th, which is actually also my birthday. It's sad in the school that nobody remembers my birthday and remembers September 19th for mismatch, but I hate my birthday anyways.
He makes it seem like it's sad and that we're all wrong for not remembering his birthday, even though that's the reason he wanted the song to come out on that day anyway. We were looking for a date in September to release the song, and he suggested September 19th because he didn't want to get that much attention on his birthday. Now, he does mention that he hates his birthday, but that makes the first part completely useless, and it still makes us look like the bad guy, which is why he was mad at me for the first place, because he thinks that I made him look like a bad guy. And while I'm on the subject, I'm going to mention that my offer that I was talking about earlier was to take down that video if he thinks it made him look like a bad guy. But it's too late now. I done give him the warning, and he still released the video. And I already know he's going to come out talking about how I started it, that I shouldn't be trying to stop it now because I started it. Once again, like I said, I would have taken the video down, but he didn't want to do that. He wanted to keep this thing going, and really that's on him because I have no problem keeping it going if he really wants to do this.
I kind of sent him a few clips, and stupid me was in the living room while I did that. Really stupid idea, but I kind of sent some voices and stuff, and somehow my parents already knew somewhat that I had a channel. I guess they could tell for some reason. I don't know if they heard me and Barrett talking on the phone at other times or not.
Or maybe they heard you filming the video? And I already know because I showed the video in my last video of him in one of his annoying people in public videos in Walmart, which was filmed 7 months ago, like I mentioned earlier in the video. Because of this, I have a strong feeling that he's going to show a clip of me when I was 6 years old from a channel I had when I was 6 years old that I used and recorded off of a webcam of a laptop. I guess he thinks that that's equivalent. Because really, I don't think there's really nothing to be ashamed of when you're 6 years old. Because I mean, I'm 6. What am I supposed to really do? I mean, I'm not that smart because keep in mind I'm not even that old. But this was only 7 months ago, even though he said it was 2 years ago. And the video at the time of this recording, like I said, is still up on his channel. And in a private argument, he said that this was to react to it. However, he fails to realize that you can react to private videos, and then after that, he made the point that he keeps that up so that him and his fans can laugh over time. Then there's no reason to get mad at me for showing it if it's still up on your channel, because clearly you don't mind people seeing it if it's still up on your channel. I don't mind people seeing that clip of me when I was 6 years old because I'm not embarrassed by it, because once again, I was 6 years old. I don't think there's anything wrong with acting foolish in front of a camera when you're 6 years old. And since I almost know for a fact that he's going to show this, I'm going to beat him to the punch, and I'm going to go ahead and show you these clips, or just a few of them, because I upload a bunch of videos on that channel.
I need something to play with. Ah! Hi.
We'll go around there and get some stuff back to
This time makes me to go about to take it. Probably.
you have a finished one.
The name will have a name of Barrett and Reed shows. So, well, we will be showing you one strategy guide. Never mind. If we have internet, I'll show you a strategy guide for Clash of Clans and plus whatever we can think of, we'll give you. So, but we don't know how to do that yet, so because we're just starters. So, we don't really know what to do. What do you think we should do? Well, I think we should
Tell you the story of the whole breakup and the worst one I've ever had, which actually happened just a few months ago. Let's go ahead and get right into it.
listen.
And yes, you're probably wondering if he actually thinks that this is a valid argument point. And yes, he does. Because he said in the private argument that I uploaded those videos when I was 6, therefore I have no right to show a video of him 7 months ago. But, I mean, he was 12 7 months ago. So, really, I don't see the problem with it, because if I'm 6 and you're 12, you're already twice my age. So, I don't really think there's a point in being better when you're 12 than being more mature than somebody that is 6 years old, even though you still act like a 5-year-old sometimes. And in his most recent video, the last part is him mentioning a relationship that I had in the 5th grade. The 5th grade. Good job, Chris. Way to go.
Oh yeah, by the way, Chris, I was also in a relationship in the 2nd grade, if you want to bring that one up too.
Yeah, I did like her for a while. Yes, I mean, I did for many years. But you have no room to talk, because there was also a girl that you have liked for many years. Except the difference is, I got to date mine at one point, even though it was a while ago. You didn't. And in fact, she actually is going against you in this argument and does not have your back. In fact, she has my back in this argument, and she has gone against you many times and spoke out of you in many occasions. I'm talking about Kaylee Berry. Now you're probably thinking, Rainey, where is your proof that he went out against her? And guess what? Since you want to talk about the editing mistake I made, this time I will show the proof when it's more important than ever. Right here.
Bad boys, what you want, what you want, what you gonna do when Sheriff John Brown come for you? Tell me what you wanna do, what you gonna do? Yeah. Bad boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? Bad boys, what you
wish it on a star you praying that this shit will stop for you. Acting like you hurt, but that is something that you
But tell your hoe to fucking leave.
And some of his delusional fans may say that I was messed up for doing that. However, they fail to realize that he did it first, and he did it to a girl that I liked for about 5 more years, and he is like Kaylee. So he had it coming. I wasn't going to say nothing about Kaylee until he made the comment that he did at the end of his last video.